the innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Or in the stands, play well, play hard, and play fair, because greatness.
Our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great, and we need you to know your role.
I'll stop that there. I should have thought about that. They already did the national anthem, so they won't be wasting any time. All right, here we go. Lineups. They'll introduce Roosevelt first. Rayshawn Seamster, a 6'7" senior. Donatello Tupper, a 6'5" senior. Terrence Hill, a 6'3" sophomore. Utrillo Morris, a 5'10" sophomore. And Chance White, a 6'1" sophomore. That's Roosevelt's starting lineup. And now we will take a look at the Summit Storm. Caden Harris, a 6'6" senior, is starting. Shane Arnold, a 6'4" senior. Carson Cox, a 5'11" senior. Julian Mora, a 6' senior. Truman Tuber, a 6'1" senior. So that's your lineups for the Riders. I think it's the Rough Riders, and the Storm. That's who we have here tonight. Final one. We'll see how things go on the whole technology front. An interesting thing, this technology. I'm telling you that right now. Let's see what we get here. Well, not a lot yet, I'll tell you that. All right, here we go. We're going to jump it up. And grabbing it, I have to get my roster back up here. Grabbing it for Roosevelt is Morris. Morris will work it out to Seamster, who will put it up, no good. And knocking that one out of bounds is Harris for Summit. They'll go way back out on top now. This is Morris one more time with it. He's directing traffic. Trying to get a pick, gets it over instead to Tupper, but Tupper couldn't get the three to go. Here comes Roosevelt the other direction. They pop it in, pop it right back out, and there's the three coming up by Cox. No good. And be out of bounds, and they're going to say he'll stay with Cleveland. Or not Cleveland. Excuse me, Summit. Cleveland was last game. Let's see, I have to catch up. I keep telling people, don't fall behind. Too hard to catch up. Here comes Summit. Here's another three. Yes! And that was by Harris that time. Here's another three by Roosevelt. That one's no good, but Roosevelt's going to get the rebound, bounce it off, and they're going to lose it out of bounds. Certainly are. Went off of the hand of Seamster. Roosevelt has a lot to play for. You feel like, or not Roosevelt, but Summit. Here's another one put up by Harris. That one isn't any good either. And here comes Roosevelt the other way. You feel like if Roosevelt gets too far behind Summit here in the early going, that this is going to be over quick. That Summit probably isn't going to allow them back in. Here's a drive by Morris, and Morris will put it in. Mora with it. He'll drive all the way, trying to put it up. No good. It was taken away. Underneath the hoop, Morris flying into the forecourt, setting up for three, and not getting it, but they'll get the rebound. That was White to put it up, and then there's a scramble for it on the floor. Here comes Summit the other direction. Turn, spin, pop. No good for Tuber. And it's a Roosevelt rebound. They're going to go all the way to the other end. They're going to call travel on Hill. .546 to go. First period, 3-2. Going up and down the court a lot, just not putting the ball in the hoop yet. They'll get that fixed to Mora. Around to Harris. Back to Mora. Out on top to Harris for three. That one comes up short. And Morris will grab the rebound for Roosevelt, pop it far ahead, and there's a little running jumper. That doesn't go. Tipped up. That doesn't go. Tipped up again. Tipped up a third time. I think it was Tupper that did that. Maybe not, man. It might have been Seamster. We'll get that figured out as we go along here. Right now, Mora has it for Summit. He'll put it up off the glass and in. His first bucket of the night. They'll get this around to Morris. Morris will handle it most of the time for Roosevelt. This is Tupper with it. Back to Seamster, and there will be a foul on Summit. First on Summit. It's on Arnold. Here's a little fallback, no good. And a little step back that time didn't work. Mora into the forecourt. Pop it back out. Here's another three. That one's no good either. That was by Cox that time. And Roosevelt with another rebound. So Roosevelt rebounding well. Morris putting it up and in. Yeah, he put that one in over a taller player. I'll tell you that. Have to figure out who was down there. Here comes Cohen again, though. Or Cox with it. Cox can't get it to go. Roosevelt into the forecourt. Flying high. There's a nice move and a lay-in that time by Seamster. At least I'm giving it to Seamster. I don't know who the official wanted to give it to. They didn't say. Here's the shot. No, they take down the three. Now Harris has it. He's in and out. Back around to Cox. Get it underneath and putting it in. That's Harris again. Now Roosevelt will get into their offense and get set the way they want this time down court. Pop it out to Morris for three. In and out, no good. Harris with the rebound. They'll get it out to Mora. Fire that one ahead quickly, and there's a long one. Yes, they're going to say it's only two, though. Make it a 9-7 ball game. And there's a coming right back. No, that one isn't any good. That Tuber was the one that put that two-pointer in that makes it a 9-8 lead for Summit. Coming into the game is Bea Kim. He comes in for Morris. Roosevelt will set up again. Now that Morris is out, they'll put the ball into the hands of Hill. Stop, popping at the foul line. No good. That was White. Here comes Mora into the forecourt, and he's stopped before he can ever get started. Hill picks up the foul. That's only one on Roosevelt. We're down to 2:24 to go. Only one team foul apiece. Harris will inbound it to Mora. Here's Harris. Oop, almost lost it. Turns, spins, no good. That'll be a Roosevelt rebound. Morris back into the game for Roosevelt. He'll stop, he'll shoot, no good. That'll be a Summit rebound. Get this one off to Mora. Minute 57 to go. Morris thinking about a three, didn't. But there's a three. Yes! Carmichael for three. Here's Roosevelt the other way. Yes! Hill answers with a three. And there's a three. Miller. I think that's who they said it was, and that shouldn't be right. Here's Roosevelt the other way. They can't answer. Summit with the rebound. Carmichael had it for a moment. They'll give it to Mora, and then they'll settle down. A minute 15 to go. First period. Mora driving. Giving it off to Harris. No good. Scramble for the rebound. Getting it is Cox. Cox can't get it to go. Scramble for the rebound. Cox gets the rebound. Harris sets for three. That one isn't any good. And finally, it's going to be Kim that gets it out of there for Roosevelt. Hill around to Seamster, who will put it in. 40 seconds. These teams are going to get after it apparently tonight. Mora taking his time now. Here he starts a drive. Stops on the baseline. Pop it out to Harris. Nope. And they're just leaving him wide open. I mean, wide open was Carmichael. Had a clear path to the hoop. 15 seconds to go. Roosevelt with it, foul. It's a Summit foul. That's on Harris. Only the second on Summit. One on Roosevelt. 10 seconds. Hill with it. Wants to take it in, does, and gets the bucket. And that'll end the quarter. I doubt that they're going to get a shot off, and they don't. So we've made it through one at the end of one. It's Summit 17, Roosevelt 15. We're back on the NFHS network.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to the On Point Community Credit Union OSAA 6A Boys Quarterfinals on the NFHS Network, powered by Table Rock Sports. Mora out to Harris for 3. No, that one doesn't go. Here comes Miller on the fly. He'll put it up. That one doesn't go. Tipped up, no good. Harris with the rebound. Thought Harris was going to pop a 3. Mora takes it in. He'll go up. Nope, he's rejected, but he'll get it back, and then he has it stolen from him. Here's Morris on the fly for the Rough Riders. Here, Hill for 3. Yes! Carmichael, his own 3 is no good. Hill with the rebound. He'll pop another 3. All of a sudden it's 21-17. And the Rough Riders have Summit on the ropes. What do we have? We have a full timeout, they say. We'll take one also on the NFHS network.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
This is the OSAA 6A Boys Quarterfinals, sponsored by On Point Community Credit Union on the NFHS Network, powered by Table Rock Sports. And everybody's milling around out there. Now we're ready to play some basketball again. 21-17, 6:50 to go, second period. Yes, it is the second period. Boy, that first period went by quick. Come on, Ross, pay attention. And there's a knocking it out of bounds, and it goes to right back to Summit. Mora will hand that off. It's Cox to Carmichael to Harris underneath, and Harris will lay it in. 21-19. Morris driving, stopping, popping, no good, traveled. Oh, 6:08 to go. Second period. Mora. That's Harris. Was it to Carmichael? Right around to Cox, right back to Harris. That has to be too easy for Summit. Can't allow that to happen. It's actually more. It's in the game right now for Summit. And we have a foul. Carmichael was the foul, but now 3 on Summit. Coming back into the game is Kim. And there's underneath. That's too easy, too. Can't have that. That's my roster over here. That was Tupper that time. That was way too easy. Here's a long three. No good. Morris will grab the rebound. Morris can't get that little runner scoop shot to go. Moore will bring it in. Now give it off to Mora. We have Moore, Morris, and Mora out there just to create confusion. Carmichael in the middle to Moore. Travels. So Moore turns it over. Coming into the game is Shane Arnold. And looks to me like they probably announced one more substitution. We'll get it all as we go along. The way these guys are playing, everybody will touch the ball anyway. Here's Hill with a little runner that time. Mora gets it into the forecourt. Now he's going to lose it. No, there's going to be a foul on Roosevelt.
Roosevelt foul trucks to number 5, Donatello Tupper. That's his first. Second team foul.
It's on Tupper. It's only the second team foul on Roosevelt. Mora gets it back out. There's the long three. No good.
There's a fight down there.
Oh, all right, if you hear a bunch of excitement, sorry about that. There's a fight going on right next to our table. And everybody right now is just running for their lives. And I mean, literally, that's what was happening. Okay, hold on here. There's a shot, a three-pointer. I got to stand up. Telling you right now. They're still fighting. Good grief. Are we in one piece, Blake? Wow. All right. I think we're all here. Still a 25-21 score with 3:35 to go. Just don't ask us what happened there for a few seconds. And there's a jump ball. Possession is Roosevelt. All right, they're still fighting down there. We still got security fighting. And we got a timeout. Well, okay, that'll give us time to catch our breath here. And I think it's only a 30-second timeout. I don't have time to catch my breath. I'm still watching this brawl that's going on because it's right up here in our area, but they seem to be getting them taken away. Thanks again for joining us for great playoff action powered by Table Rock Sports. We are proud partners with the Southern Oregon Sports Commission and the Know Your Role campaign, helping fans support youth sports the right way by knowing your role. I think we're all right. Maybe. Security is marching a number of people out the door. Good grief. All right. We can get back to basketball. Morris has a Hill with it for a three. Yes. 28-21, 3:10 to go here in the second period. Moore, or Megad Cox with it. That's Harris. Back out to Mora. Looking for Cox. They found him, but he couldn't get a shot off. They were looking. Here's a three by Mora. That was a long three, too. 28-24. We're down to 2:43 to go. Moore. This is Hill. Spinning, twisting, getting it back to Seamster underneath and putting it in nicely is Kim. And now Roosevelt takes it away. They come flying the other direction. Lay that one in. That was Morris that time. And all of a sudden, an upset seems possible. Mora in and out. Then he'll give it off to Arnold, who gives it back to Harris. This is Cox. Harris down low. Back out to Cox for three. Yes! Minute 34. Second period. Hill for three. No. He's going to get the rebound. Get it out to Seamster. No. Get it at Kim. Had it for a moment. Lost it. Here comes Harris with it for Summit. Lost it. Out of bounds. They're going to say that that's a Roosevelt basketball.
Back in for the score, number 0, Colin Moore. Replacing Shane Arnold. And for Roosevelt, number 24, Antonio Jimenez Garcia. Replacing Utrella Morris.
Minute 6 to go here in the second period. Just making sure we're all right. Here's Hill with a little runner. And he'll scoop that one in. 50 seconds. Summit finds themselves down by 7 here. Moore with a little scoop shot. Make it down by 5. But we're down to 35 seconds to go in a half. Hill back out. He's going to go clear out to the midcourt line. Get a pick from Kim. Oh, scream, but couldn't do anything with that one. They set it up a second time. Can't do anything with it. 15 seconds. Try it a third time. Going to get trapped if they don't watch what they're doing. Kim gets rid of it, though, and they get it around in the corner for a three. Yes! White nails the three-pointer, and Harris fires one, and that will be the half. Whoa, we had enough excitement in this halftime to probably last us the rest of the ball game. But we got a second half coming up. As at halftime, it's Summit out on top of, Roosevelt out on top of Summit. Well, we would like to tell you that the halftime show is going to be brought to you by the Lithia Auto Superstore. We'll do a little recap when we get back, minus the fight that caused us to scramble for our lives, when we return on the NFHS network.
Truck Month going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4s or test drive a new 2022 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Ram Truck Month, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play. But not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
And we welcome you back to halftime. The OSAA 6A Boys quarterfinals, sponsored by On Point Community Credit Union on the NFHS network, powered by Table Rock Sports. It is halftime, and in halftime, Roosevelt has this 8-point lead. Excuse me. Roosevelt is shooting 50% from the field, 50% from three-point land. But amazingly enough, they haven't shot a free throw yet. Of course, neither is Summit, as fouls have been something that either team is inclined to give up. Their Summit is shooting 40%, 35.7% from three-point territory. And they're playing a really clean game. Roosevelt, they say, has 3 turnovers. Summit has 4, although it seemed like maybe there were more than that, but maybe they're being generous in how they do it. But it was a back-and-forth ball game here in the first half. Summit had a 17-15 lead after the first quarter, but found themselves outscored 22-12 in the second quarter by Roosevelt. And right now the Rough Riders are out on top of this one by 8. Summit is the undefeated team, so that's kind of why this is a big deal that they're this far behind. The Lithia Auto Superstore halftime report continues, as we'll have more on the lithiasuperstore.com halftime report after this on the NFHS network.
Pacific Office Automation, we don't make technology, we make technology work. That's why we're a proud sponsor of OSAA Athletics. With 31 locations and 44 years of experience, we know the importance of having talented people in specialized positions to create a winning environment, on the field or in the office. Pacific Office Automation, assisting OSAA Athletics and our customers for the win. We make technology work.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
We welcome you back to the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 6A Boys quarterfinal, being held at the Childs Center on the campus of the University of Portland. And let's look at some individual scoring before we go too much further here at halftime. Right now, Summit is led by the 18 of Terrence Hill. 7-11 of shooting, 4 of 6 from three-point land. So he's been nailing the three-pointers. After that, it drops off pretty steeply. 6 for Donatello Tupper and 6 for Uterio Morris. 2 for Rayshawn Seamster and Bea Kim. And then there's 3 also for Jimenez Garcia. So most of the team, most of the three-pointers has come, really, as far as Summit is concerned, has come from Terrence Hill. Excuse me for a moment, because I'm going to cough right in this mic. Fairly certain your ears could do without that. Meanwhile, for Summit, they don't have anybody in double figures. They're led by Caden Harris, who has 9. 5 for Julian Mora and Truman Tuber and Pearson Carmichael. And then there's 3 for Carson Cox and 2 for Colin Moore. And they haven't hit too many three-pointers tonight. As we said, 35.7%. They're having a little trouble with long-distance shooting. Mora is 1 for 1 and Tuber's 1 for 1, but Harris is 1 for 6, bringing down the average just a little bit there. But right now, Summit finds themselves in trouble. If they plan on continuing an undefeated season, they need to make up some points in a hurry here as they trail by 8 at halftime. We have a little more time. We'll talk about what happened here otherwise today. And when we come back on the NFL. Welcome back to the On Point Community Credit Union OSAA 6A Boys quarterfinals. We're at halftime of the second, well, not the second game of the evening session, last game of the quarterfinals. And Roosevelt leads it by a count of 37-29. Quickly, let's go over the rest of it. Tualatin, the number 1 team, got the day started this afternoon, defeating Beaverton 54-43. West Lynn followed up with a win over South Medford 56-39. And then number 3 Cleveland was downed by number 11 Mountainside 66-56 in overtime. And the game that preceded this one. We're back with the second half action on the NFHS network right after this.
3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouthwatering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Let's do it. Let's get the second half underway here on this On Point Community Credit Union OSAA 6A Boys quarterfinals on the NFHS network, powered by Table Rock Sports tonight. And Roosevelt begins with the basketball. White with it. He'll pop it. It won't go. Mora into the forecourt for Summit. As I say, Summit needs some points if they're going to avoid being upset. Here comes Harris. To Arnold. Back around to Harris. Cox. Well, they can't get a shot off. There's a 3. That one's around and out. That was put up by Tuber. They couldn't get that one to fall. Long three-pointer put up by Roosevelt. No, and they'll just save it right in and going to grab that is Morris. And Morris has 8 on the night. Arnold. He'll get it back out there. It's Cox with it for a moment, or Tuber rather. Now here's Arnold one more time. Harris. Nope, he can't get a shot. Mora in, out. Here's a 3. Yes! That one is by Cox. 6 for Cox tonight. He'll start the motion, give it off to Morris, and Morris will lay it in. It's almost too easy. 41-32, 6 minutes to go. Cox around to Arnold. Harris, turn, spin. Yes, he'll put that little turn jumper in. And Harris has 11. He's in double figures. And what do we have now?
Just one quick announcement for the Roosevelt band. You've been asked not to play during live play, during timeouts, but not during live play.
Oh, we're having all kinds of fun here tonight. Everybody's buoyed. The Roosevelt band was playing while there was live action going on. An absolute no-no. Everybody's booing. Here's Hill for 3. Way offline, but out of bounds off of Summit.
In for the Storm is number 11, Pearson Carmichael, replacing Shane Arnold.
Morris. No, that one won't go. And then getting fouled is Carmichael.
Roosevelt foul trouble to number 12, man Kim. That's his first team foul.
Kim with the foul. I'm a little ahead here. I guess I didn't erase my fouls. I erase them.
Number 5, Donatello Summer picked up the foul. That's his third. Second team foul.
So that's 2 now on Roosevelt. Really quick like. Harris turning. That one won't go. Putting it back though is Carmichael. Hill. He's not ready to give up the basketball yet. Trying to drive, can't do it. Instead, he'll give it off, and then they're going to lose it. Tried to get it to Kim. They lost it. Mora in the lane, jump ball. Roosevelt will keep possession. Seamster back in the game. Turnaround. Good. By Cox. Give him 8. Morris to Hill. Back to Morris. Oh, he can't get anything going. There's Hill driving. No, that one doesn't go. Here comes Summit back. Now they're only down by 3. And there's Cox for 3. Yes! And that will be a timeout. A 30-second timeout, the official over there says. Hey, if you like high school sport, well, you do. You like high school sports. That's why you're listening, which means you will like OSAA Today. They have news, stories, updated coaches, polls, great features. You need to visit osaa.org/today and keep up with all that is Oregon high school sports. And, you know, for today, you should probably do that today. 41-41 as we're in the third period, and Summit has come back to tie it up with 3:59 to go. Roosevelt basketball following the timeout. And Kim makes that little turnaround jumper. That gives Roosevelt the lead back. Cox. Look at Tuber. Had nowhere to go. Gave it to, passed it off to Harris on a foul.
Roosevelt foul charge number 0 for John Caesar. That's his first personal. Team foul number 3.
Hill, I believe, picked that one up. That's 3 on Roosevelt, though. Harris spinning, twisting, passing it lost. No. Roosevelt had it, and then they would ended up on the inline. Morris falling down, couldn't keep from falling on the inline while he still had the basketball. Harris to inbound it for Summit. Oh, Cox missed the easy jumper. I mean, that was like from a foot away. And it came off the rim. Well, Roosevelt willing to run a little time off. There's Hill for 3. No! And here comes Harris with the rebound down to Mora. Mora into the forecourt. Stop. Put it up. Yes. That one's in. 43 all. 2.5 to go. Third. Morris up. Fouled. That is the, it's on Cox. It's only the first team foul, which is an important number. Morris, no good with number 1. Coming back in for Roosevelt is Tupper. Morris getting ready to go with number 2. And he gets one of them. (44-43). Oh, look at that. Cox split the defenders and then lays it in. Went right past everybody like they weren't even there. Cox has 11. Out to Seamster for 3. No! And they tip it around. It goes out of bounds off of Roosevelt. Tupper was the last to touch it. White back in for Roosevelt. He hasn't scored yet tonight. 0 for 3 in shooting. Mora all the way to the hoop. No, that little step back doesn't work out. 44-45. Still a 1-point lead. Here's Morris for 3. And he's got that one down. 47-45. A minute and a half to go. Third period. Roosevelt trying to pull off an what would be a stunning upset. Here's Harris going up. He's fouled.
Roosevelt foul, charge number 0, Rayshon Seamster. That's his second. 14th foul. Caden Harris at the line, shooting 2.
So at the line is Harris. Hey, he's good with number 1.
Number 0, Colin Moore. Replacing Truman Jimmer.
Next one, not so much. 47-46. Roosevelt holding on to 1 point. There's a pushing foul on Mora.
Storm foul. Charge number 3.
No, number 2. Number 2. Not number 3. 2.
Correction, someone foul, charge number 0, Colin Moore.
Oh, 0.
His first. Second team foul.
Was charged Colin Moore. There's a 3. No good. And that'll go out of bounds. Oh, another foul on Roosevelt. Seamster with the foul. That's 3. 5th one on Roosevelt. We're below a minute to go in the third. That's going to become problematic for them in the next quarter. Here's a Mora for 3. That's off the front iron. Morris. Let's see what they do. Hill has it. He's going to put it up. He's going to come up short. He's going to get the rebound. He'll get it out to Morris. Morris get it into the hands, and there's going to be an offensive foul called on him. Tupper. That's 4 on Tupper, who will be sitting for a little while. We're below 30 seconds. Mora working it down. Cox. I got to Carmichael. There's Mora. There's Cox with it again. Mora. 10 seconds. Gonna have to do something. Too much playing around out there with the feet. There is Mora, though, putting it in at the buzzer. We've made it through 3. At the end of 3, Summit is up by 1 on the NFHS network. Here we go. Quarter number 4 on the On Point Community Credit Union OSAA 6A boys quarterfinal. Summit trying to stay undefeated and get into the semis. Up by 1. Seamster up. Good. And now Roosevelt's by 1. And they are trying to get to the semis by pulling off what would be a massive upset. Roosevelt came in as the 11th ranked team overall. Summit, the number 2. Here's Cox. He's fouled and you can count it.
Roosevelt foul number 44, Chance White. That's his first.
That's on White. Number 1, but 7.
Shooting 1.
There's the shot. Good. But Summit is now in the bonus. They'll get a few 1-and-1s, and then it's going to be 2 every time. Morris to Seamster. Seamster wants the baseline. Fire it out. Here comes a little drive. No, that one won't go. Cox, or make that Mora. Into the forecourt. Backing up, backing up, backing up. No. And they're going to say a foul. I think this would be a Cleveland foul.
Number 2, Julian Mora picks up the foul for Summit.
Mora.
His first. Team foul number
1.
3.
Team foul number 3.
Replacing Kirsten Carmichael.
And Tupper is back in. And we have a foul now the other way.
Summit foul number 1, Carson Cox, his second personal.
It's on Cox, 2 on Cox. The 4th team foul now on Summit. So one thing they don't need to do is catch up with Roosevelt and team fouls, and now we have another one.
Summit foul number 3, Truman Tuber, and his first. 5th.
Tuber. What's the foul? And now what do we have? Officials just making sure everything stays calm. Morris to Hill for 3. No. Knocked out of bounds. Oh, saved. Inbounds and grabbing it is getting it over to Cox, or Cox is they get it around to lost here. Cox had it and he put it up. No good. I was trying to find 0. Moore. Calling Moore. Now they're going to call the jump ball. And Morris is on the ground. Cramp. And everybody will. There you go. He's up. Trying to get to the bench. He's hopping on 1 foot. Let's find out what they did. Somebody must have called. No, I don't think anybody called a timeout. Yeah. So Tupper is into the game for Roosevelt. They stretch Morse. Summit has the basketball. Up by 2. Mora gets it around to Cox. Harris. Oh, that was a nice save that time from it over and back. And he puts it up and no good. Seamster with the rebound. Fired ahead quickly. There's Morris underneath. He'll lay it in. 5:32 to go. We're tied up. Here's Cox. Or Mora, make it Mora fouled. He'll have 3. The 8th team foul now on Roosevelt. White picks up the foul. That's 2. 3. I would think, for Mora. There's one of them. 2 to go, they say. There's 2.
Back in for the Rough Riders is number 11, Morris.
Morris back into the game, replacing White. Mora at the line. And that one misses. It's only a 2-point advantage. Hill. Now back out of there. Kim. Spinning, twisting, in the lane. Up. It doesn't go. He's fouled.
Number 3, Tuber picks up the foul for the Storm. That's his second.
Tuber picks up the foul for the Storm. At the line. Kim. Ooh, that one decides to find its way in. It looked like it wasn't going to do that. Next one. No good. Harris with the rebound for Summit. Here comes Mora. Summit up by 1 with 5 to go in the ball game. Holding on here tonight. They've really been challenged. They haven't been challenged probably this hard all season. Maybe a couple of times, but Roosevelt really is playing them tough right now. Here's Mora out to Harris. Harris can't get a drive. He'll stop though. Yes, he'll get into the lane and put it down. 55-52. Harris with 14. Hill to Tupper. Right back to Hill. Trying to get it in there. They couldn't get it in. Wanted to get it into Kim. They're going to say a Roosevelt foul on Kim. That's 2 on Kim. 9 on Roosevelt. We'll see what Cox can do. On a 1-and-1. Missed the front end. Seamster with the rebound. Tupper. Give it off. Kim. Can't get it to go. Morris tips it back in. 55-54 with 4:03 to go. We've got a timeout here at Chiles Center. We're all debating how long we want to take. Hold on a moment. And this will be a 30-second timeout. So we'll be right back in 30 seconds on the NFHS network.
Our sports here. It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
I'm snickering here as we come back to the On Point Community Credit Union OSAA 6A Boys quarterfinal. The clock that counts down the timeout apparently has decided it doesn't want to count. So they're doing all kinds of fancy hand communications over there. They're still getting crossed up. Mora holding on to it. Harris. This is Cox with it now. 3:50 to go. Harris back out to Cox. No, that three is no good as they go up for the rebound. They're calling it a Roosevelt foul. That's 10. Shooting 2 is Cox. I'll make that Mora. He's got 1. 3:43 to go. Summit being shoved straight to the brink. .340. It's only a 3-point lead. Roosevelt perfectly capable of hitting a 3. Hill spinning, twisting. Seamster had it, dropped it. Got it back to Kim. Kim turns, and that one's going to roll in for him. 56-57. Mora. Harris for 3. No! And they get the rebound. They do. Mora fires a 3. No! And it's going to be tipped around. Roosevelt comes out of there with it. Hill gets it ahead to Seamster. No foul as he was knocked to the ground. Here comes Harris the other way. He'll turn and put it in. Roosevelt fans are beside themselves, and now as Hill goes up, he's fouled. He'll get a couple. Seventh team foul on Summit as Hill puts in the first. And the second. And now it's a 1-point lead, 59-58. We're approaching 2:40. Cox or Mora went up with a shot, no good. Here comes Roosevelt the other way. Underneath is Topper. And he'll get that to roll around and get in. Roosevelt by 1, 2:25 to go. Cox spinning, twisting, he'll put it in. Summit by 1, 2:15 to go. And now Summit loses it. Here comes Mora on the fly, put it up, no good! They're going to say it's out of bounds. Summit way. Morris got back there to just mess that up. And an outstanding defensive play. Harris wanting to inbound it. He's just going to throw it in. Oh, they're going to call a timeout. Otherwise, they knew what was going to happen. This is a 30-second timeout. Dear driver, you're invited to save big on a new Toyota. Visit Toyota.com for more information. Toyota, let's go places. And Table Rock Sports is proud to produce today's playoff coverage. We're partners with the OSAA and the NFHS network. We bring you the games thanks to our great sponsors like Siskiyou Cellular, Peak Rewards, and Tap Rock Northwest Grill of Grants Pass. They got their timeout clock working. I don't have to do gyrations. We've had all kinds of fun here in this game tonight. Telling you that. 61-60. Undefeated Summit Storm being pushed. Can Roosevelt get over the top? Oh, there's a shot by Harris. It's no good. Hill will get it to Morris. Morris will back it out. Nope, couldn't get a drive going. I'll give it to Hill. Hill, the Topper. Seamster. He had a tough time scoring tonight. Hill Now go back out to Morris. Try it again. They're in no hurry. They're only down 1. Morris being hounded by Mora. With 1:20 to go. Now Morris gets by all the way to the hoop. No, but it's going to be right there to clean that one up is Tupper. (62-61). Mora with it. He's got the baseline. He'll turn. He'll put it up. It won't go. Tipped around, but grabbing it out of there is Roosevelt. And Kim got that big rebound, and now Roosevelt says we want a full timeout. We'll take one with them here on the NFHS Network.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
At Pacific Office Automation, we don't make technology. We make technology work. That's why we're a proud sponsor of OSAA Athletics. With 31 locations and 44 years of experience, we know the importance of having talented people in specialized positions to create a winning environment, on the field or in the office. Pacific Office Automation, assisting OSAA Athletics and our customers for the win. We make technology work.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to the On Point Community Credit Union OSAA 6A Boys quarterfinals. Let's set the situation for you. Fourth quarter, 52.5 seconds to go in a game. Roosevelt is ahead by 1. They are the underdog. And they have the basketball right now. Hill to Morris. Morris beginning to drive. He's fouled. Cox with the foul. Morris at the line for a 1-and-1. No good. And Harris very wisely bangs it off of Tupper. Tell you what, tensions have been high tonight. Mora. He's got it in his hands still, being guarded by Morris. Trying to drive. Does. Puts it in off the glass. 18 seconds. Morris. No, make that Hill. No, he put it up. He's fouled. And I can't believe it. Mora with the foul. That's only his second. Hill's at the line with 13.3. He's got one. Now they'll try to ice him a little bit by taking a full timeout. Cleveland will. We'll take one too on the NFHS Network.
all-wheel drive is revving to go. Bundle up, Toyota. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with 24-hour roadside assistance. Toyota, let's go places.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Here we go. Hill on the line. It's good. 13 seconds to play. And we've got everybody standing up and doing the bunny hop in front of us. And as Harris went up, or make that Mora went up, he's fouled. Mora at the line. No! But it's a double bonus. Means he automatically gets 2. Wow, Roosevelt fans are going nuts. He missed them both! And it's tipped around. Harris puts it up. No good. There's I want it. Yeah, at the buzzer. At the buzzer. Cox puts it in. Or Mora puts it in. And Summit remains undefeated. They're trying to get him over there. I don't know if they're just trying to get him under control, or if I don't see any officials out there on the floor. No, they just want him under control, and that's officially the end of the game on a buzzer beater by Mora. And so, Summit lives on another day as an undefeated team. That's going to do it for today's OSAA state playoff action on the NFHS network with coverage provided by Table Rock Sports. Now you need to stay tuned. The Pacific Office Automation post-game show is coming up next here on the NFHS network.
Memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
And we welcome you back to this On Point Credit Union OSAA 6A boys quarterfinals. Boy, we can hardly have our brains going here right now. They've got so much excitement and tension in the building, but I think we'll be all right. 65-64 on an absolute buzzer beater. I gave it to Cox. They said the Tuber actually got the final rebound, but I still think it was Cox that put it in, or Mora that put it in. One of those two. I'm not sure who they gave the final shot to. But anyway, it's irrelevant. It's in the books. 65-64. Let's take a look here at the Pacific Automation post-game show. Let's take a little recap. The 47.3% shooting by Roosevelt. Summit did 43.9. Three-point shooting was basically equal. 35% for Roosevelt, 35.3 for Roosevelt, 35% for Summit. It was 7 of 20 and 6 of 17. Free throws were essentially equal. 6 of 9 for Roosevelt, 66.7%. 6 of 11, only 54.4 for Summit. It just about did them in. They had only 9 turnovers, did Roosevelt, and 5 for Summit. It was a really cleanly played game. Individual scoring, at least for the double-figure people. For Roosevelt, they were led by the 22 of Terrence Hill, who did everything he could to get the game winners. And Utrillo Morris had 16. They both had wonderful games. Over here for Summit, Carson Cox had 16, Julian Mora 15, and Caden Harris 16. So that means that Roosevelt will play. We've lost my papers here. How am I supposed to remember all this? Mountainside tomorrow morning at 10:45. Summit will move on to play. Did I get that right? Yeah, that's right. Mountainside won the game, right? No, that's girls. Here, go back here to, well, don't do that either. Here we go. No, don't do that to me either. I can't read that way. Mountainside, yes. So, Cleveland and Roosevelt will go at it at 10:45 tomorrow in the morning. And then for the semifinal games, which will take place actually Thursday. Am I right? Or today is Wednesday? Today is Wednesday. Take place Friday. The semifinals will take place Friday. It's West Lynn and Tualatin, Mountainside and Summit. As Summit will continue to try and work and see if it can have an undefeated season. Thanks for watching today's OSAA State Playoff, sponsored by On Point Credit Union on the NFHS Network. Table Rock Sports has provided your coverage. The executive producer has been Joe Brett. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow for more OSAA State Playoff excitement on the NFHS Network.